Imagine a community rallying to support a family grieving a sudden, tragic loss, only to discover the heartbreaking truth was a calculated nightmare. In Utah, a couple is now facing severe charges after allegedly torturing their 11-year-old son to death, while friends and neighbors unknowingly raised thousands of dollars for a funeral based on a lie. The story began on September 21, when Brigham Merrill, 35, called 911 claiming he found his son hanging from a coaxial cable. He told dispatchers he was performing CPR. But when police arrived, they found him kneeling beside the child, not administering aid. The boy, whose identity police are protecting out of respect, was rushed to the hospital but was later pronounced dead. What started as a suspected accident quickly turned into a nightmare investigation. Investigators soon uncovered a web of inconsistencies. Brigham Merrill gave conflicting stories about who found the boy, how he was positioned, and what happened leading up to the death. But the real smoking gun was home surveillance footage. The video allegedly showed the father moving the child's body through the house, even walking past emergency responders trying to get in. He also left the room to change clothes while his son was being treated. A move police suspect was an attempt to hide evidence. The horror didn't stop there. After the death, authorities discovered that items had been thrown away, surfaces repainted, and rooms altered in the home. A forensic exam revealed injuries and ligature marks that were completely inconsistent with a simple hanging. There were also fresh bruises on the child's back, suggesting he was beaten near the time of his death. As the investigation deepened, the full scope of the abuse came to light. The couple admitted to years of torture. One child told police they watched the victim die after receiving a severe beating from his father. The affidavit details a home where children were subjected to food restriction, whipped with belts, pans, and spoons until they bruised, and even locked in an outside dog run as punishment. Melinda Merrill, the mother, allegedly told investigators she checked her children for bruises after beatings to adjust their methods, even switching from spoons to pans because the spoons left marks that were too obvious. She claimed she didn't know leaving marks on children was illegal. While the parents faced the truth of their actions, the outside world was being fed a different story. Just days after the boy's death, a GoFundMe campaign was launched by a friend, La Don Vonk. The campaign described the death as an unexpected passing and identified the boy as Moroni. It painted a picture of a kind, loving child who loved video games and the outdoors, raising over $7,400 toward a $9,000 goal to help the family with funeral costs. The fundraiser described the family as devastated, completely unaware that the devastation was the result of prolonged torture by the very people they were trying to help. The contrast between the public perception and the grim reality is staggering. While friends mourned a tragic accident, police were piecing together a case of child abuse, homicide, and torture. The other children in the home, some of whom were present during the fatal beating, have been placed in the care of child welfare agencies. They are now survivors of a home that should have been a sanctuary. This case serves as a chilling reminder of how easily tragedy can be disguised and how deep the scars of abuse can run. The parents, who claimed they should have looked into Utah laws before moving there, now face the full weight of the law. As the community grapples with the betrayal of trust, the focus remains on the victim, whose life was cut short by those who were supposed to protect him. The question now is not just about justice for the parents, but about how we can better protect the vulnerable in our own communities before it's too late.